Hi.
Hey.
Oh, hey there.
Wink.
Wink there.
Wink.
Wink.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Wink.
How's it going?
I'm all right.
Yeah, why am I asking you that? Am I talking to the audience?
I think you're talking to the audience.
How are you guys doing?
But I have a pro tip.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to hear their answer.
Yeah, we are separated by distance and time.
Yes.
It is a fool's errand.
Yes.
We're back. It's another one of these.
Yeah.
Episode 87.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just learned is what episode it actually is.
Mm-hmm. Because you thought it was 88.
Mm-hmm. And we are basically riding up to the crest of Spooptober. We are but a week away from Spooptober. It's nearly spoopy time.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe we should do a theme, but that's not going to work with our trajectory.
No, it definitely isn't. We have like the next.
But we'll do some spoopy episodes.
We have the next couple episodes planned out.
Yeah. Which never happens.
Yeah, right.
We'll explain that later.
It's gonna be a little bit spoopy. I mean, it'll be somewhat spoopy.
I can explain part of it is that not next week, but the week after, I will have gone to that seminar. So presumably the episode will be on that.
When you say that seminar, did we talk about that on this at all?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then.
I think so.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't necessarily. I guess we did, didn't we? Why don't you remind people who might not have heard what the seminar is that you're talking about?
So the seminar that I'm talking about is on our Facebook. I mentioned that I have an opportunity to live. Oh, I did talk about it last episode. But I have the opportunity to do some live research, and it's a seminar for, it's about how to deal with an overactive brain, which seemed creepily targeted at me.
Also seems like a little bit of like a humble brag in reverse. It's like, oh, your brain is so active. Yeah. Whatever will you do with yourself? We can help you deal with that big, fat brain of yours.
But what they really mean is, you're a nervous wreck, bitch. So we had gone to dinner with my mom, and she handed me my mail, and this brochure was in the mail, and I was like, this is fucking weird, because like, how do they know about my brain?
Who told you about my brain?
Right. And then it turns out it's like a continuing education class. So if you're in a profession in which you need continuing education, it can count towards that.
Right.
And I am, because I'm a pharmacy technician, and so it would count towards that. Yeah. So I decided to actually go and see what it's about, because I did a little research on them, and there's enough there that I think that it could, either way, it could benefit me because I'll get credit hours for it.
Yeah. You know, now I remember us talking about this because it was right around this point that I suggested, okay, so you're going to bring mace, right? Like, you're going to be
it's
okay,
It's going to be fine. It's at a Holiday Inn in Boardman.
There's something weird about, like, is it in like a Holiday Inn, like conference room, or is it just some room?
It's gonna be a conference room in a Holiday Inn. It's not like if I go there and they tell me it's in room 304, I am not going in.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't do that.
Or I'll call you and make you go in with me.
Okay, yeah. So
no, it's like an actual seminar.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be real fun if I go and I'm the only one.
Oh my God, that's the thing, is you could be.
Yeah.
You could be, and how horrible will that be?
Oh, it's going to be real weird if that happens.
Yeah, like super uncomfortable.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
But the whole point of all this rambling is that that is next Friday. And so the following Wednesday, I'll be able to report back on what happened. If I went and it was in room 303 and I had to flee for my life.
Yes. Hopefully that is not what happens.
Yes. I read reviews of this company. None of them said anything about kidnapping.
Okay.
So that's a good sign.
I mean, I imagine like everyone else, there's going to be some complaints. It's like when there's
It seems like the business practices are the biggest complaint,
sure,
and the material itself is the second largest complaint.
gotcha.
And maybe some like professionalism things, or that the material isn't actually scientific. So when I started seeing reports of that, I was like, well, shit, that's up our alley.
Yeah, you're going to take like a lot of notes.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I actually plan on going and buying a notebook specifically for this, mostly because I like notebooks.
Yeah, right.
But I want a new one for this.
Man, you know what just occurred to me is they're salespeople, right? Like this is going to be an additional set of sales pitches for other things.
Yes.
So when they see you walk in there with a notebook and taking like huge amounts of notes, they're gonna think you're like super on the hook and sell to you way harder
Possibly.
because you're gonna look so interested.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it so bad. Like, the sales pitch is
Well,
gonna be so.
you see, David, I've perfected the dead-eyed look, though.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. Just
my
can I see it?
my note writing is interested, but my face says I'm not even in this room.
Can I see that dead-eyed look?
Oh God, you're gonna make me perform.
Yeah, please.
Hold on, I need to warm up a little bit.
I just need to make sure it's gonna work. So.
It's probably more resting bitch face than dead eye, if we're being honest.
Okay, let's see.
Really, all I have to do is not smile, which is hard right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I try not to, I just
Are
want to
you
laugh.
serious? Okay, come on.
You make me happy. It's your fault.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
I keep cracking the
Oh
smile.
no, that was actually real good there for a second.
That's just me not smiling.
Yeah. Man, that's really good.
Yeah. All I have to do is not actively engage my facial muscles.
No, but that definitely says I don't want nothing to do with what you're selling.
Yeah. So how come people still annoyed me on the train by trying to talk to me when I had that face?
I don't know. If I saw that face, I wouldn't.
Fuck off.
I'd be like, okay, she doesn't want to talk.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be like, not interested.
Yeah.
But instead, I got told to smile a lot.
Smile, baby, baby, baby.
Oh, that fucker.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your superb resting bitch face.
Thank you.
It looks great.
If there's anything we get out of this, it's that I have a fantastic resting bitch
I
face.
kind of think I have a resting bitch face.
I think everybody does.
Yeah. I mean, this only gets applied to women because they're expected to do something else.
Right.
So, like, I kind of have resting bitch face.
I don't think anyone naturally smiles. Like, if you're not focusing on smiling,
Yeah.
you're not smiling most of the time. Like, most people's faces don't do that.
Right.
I actually saw an article the other day. I didn't read it because I was like, oh, that's some advertising bullshit. But it was about like some procedure that you can do to have your resting bitch face.
I saw
fixed.
it too. It was weird. I saw it too. I don't know how we both saw it, but it was like people getting procedures and Botox and implants and stuff so that their face by default
Smiles.
Smiles.
Which, okay, that's just creepy.
it's kind a
Like,
little bit.
If you come across me, like I know people who are just really happy people and so they smile all the time.
Yeah.
But they're still actively smiling.
Yeah.
It's not what their face is just doing. It's
Right.
because they are happy people and they are joyful and they smile a lot. But they're not just like their mind is somewhere else and they're like grinning. That's fucking bizarre.
Well, it's like
Nobody does that.
think about that. Like if you were telling someone some really serious news, you would expect them to be listening intently, and
Yeah.
then they're just smiling at you the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
My-
weird.
At my former job, which was retail, I used to get shit all the time. Like they would tell me to smile more, which was bullshit. And I was like,
Yeah.
I do smile at the customers, but if you expect me to walk around when customers can't see me with a constant smile on my face, you can fuck right off because my face just doesn't do that. Like,
Yeah.
this is just my face. I'm not upset.
Yeah.
But if you can't deal with me not looking happy at you all the time, then that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah. What's that all about?
People are just idiots. They want you to change how your default looks so they feel less insecure, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
I feel
Not
like,
about that.
I feel like I'm gonna try to deliberately not smile at people more often and see what happens.
I mean, I don't say you try to do anything that
Like,
you would
not like-
naturally
not
do.
like frown at people, but just like not like when people look at me, like smile. Just like what happens if I just look at them?
Oh, I instinctively smile at people when I pass them, just like
You know what
out of a
you know
friendliness
what I do?
thing.
I give him this one. I'll have to try to describe it. It's
It's the white person smile.
wait, what?
No, this is a meme.
It's wait, hold on a minute. What do you mean white person smile?
It's oh god, it's described as like when you pass a white person in public, and it's just like the acknowledgement of like, oh hey.
You know what? Okay, I kind of get it now though. Like it's okay. So if you're listening, it's like you scrunch up your lip.
You don't open your mouth.
You pull your
kinda-
cheeks up, but your mouth doesn't open, and you kind of look like you're going. Wah, wah.
You sort of look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Like you got that like line for a mouth.
Yeah, it's weird. Like your cheeks come up, but so does the middle of your mouth. So you just have like kind of a flat mouth, but it still registers as a half smile.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find this meme.
I have never ever heard this
I
referred
can't
to as
believe
a
it.
white person smile.
I cannot believe that.
But the thing is, I actually kind of think I don't know. That might be a thing.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I found a series of GIFs entitled White People Smile GIFs. So just look up white people smile GIFs and you guys will see what we see. But
The internet just keeps on giving.
can't believe you hadn't heard of that. Look at
It's
that wealth
true.
of memes.
Those are all,
Look at those sweet, sweet memeage.
yeah. I mean, well, there's only a couple of them where they're actually doing that.
But still.
But
You get the point.
yes,
It's
I do
exactly
get it.
what you're describing.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, not even a smile, but just sort of like my face
It's like
came up
I'm
a bit.
acknowledging that I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
One of them is specifically like that thing. Like it's about a person of color being around white people and they're all making that smile at her and she's like terrified.
This went off on a strange tangent.
Anyway,
Let's reel
I
this
wanted
back
to
in.
mention I haven't listened to it yet, but I did subscribe to it. There is a podcast called Office Ladies, and
Okay.
it is two of the women from The Office.
Wait, is this the thing I read about where Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey got together? Is her name Kinsey?
I don't know.
I think it's Angela Kinsey.
Is her real name Angela?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the case with a couple of people on the show, I think.
Yeah. Like Creed,
Obviously, Creed.
whose entire name is the same.
Just Creed Bratton.
Yeah.
But I think there's a couple of people, like Phyllis. Phyllis's name is actually Phyllis.
Oh, okay. Some people just look like their names, so it's like, nah, it just fits.
Yeah. Anyway.
So they have a podcast.
I think I heard they were doing something together, but I didn't know it was that.
Yes, they re-listen or rewatch episodes of The Office, and then they give you like inside information about like what happened on set that day, or like
You're describing a commentary track, I feel like.
yeah. I don't think they comment.
It's like not
I
in
haven't
real
listened to it. I don't think it's in real time. I think they probably rewatch it to remind themselves of the episode.
Yeah.
And then they talk about the episode and like what was going on with them.
Wow, I should
when they
really
did that
I should
episode.
listen to this.
Yeah, I subscribed to it because I'm like, that sounds fantastic. And I thought of you because you rewatch The Office constantly. And I was like, man,
think
he
I've
needs new
I've
material.
watched
He'd
the
love
whole
that.
show like 6 times now.
Yeah.
I'm running out of new things to discover in it. So
Yeah. So I thought that was cool.
I cannot get over how silly your shirt is.
Oh, yes. It says the Manister, the man who can become a banister. And the picture is a man who is currently acting as a banister.
He's like fused to those vertical posts going up a staircase.
Yeah. Do you know how weird it is to describe this shirt to someone at work? And I'm like, oh, what's this shirt? And I like
Oh, you
pull
know.
it straight so they could see. And I was like, the Manister? It's just a weird one. It's not clever because a lot of time I wear like shirts with puns on it.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Settle down.
Oh no, I got excited about the puns again. But
Yeah.
this
There's
one
no-
is just
It doesn't mean
bizarre.
anything. It's just weird.
No, it was so weird that I was like, I have to have that.
The man who can become a banister.
The Manister.
The Manister.
It was a threadless shirt.
Yeah.
'Cause some artist made this fucking weird joke,
That's so silly.
and I found it fantastic.
Just
so,
a little bit insane.
the Manister.
The Manister.
Yeah. Hadn't worn it in a while. Felt right.
I like it.
So,
Yep.
I think we've come to that time.
Have we come to that time already? Boy, the time is flying.
We've come to that time. Do you know what time?
I have my guesses, but I want to hear you say it.
It's time for Trues and Fnews, my friend.
Well, hot diggity damn. You mean to tell me why you wouldn't happen to mean
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
Time to play Trues and Fnews. Time to play Trues and Fnews. Everyone's playing our famous game, the game that's taken the internet by storm.
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
A Merv Griffin production.
It's time for Trues and Fnews, you say?
Trues and Fnews. Do you know what that is?
I want to hear you say it.
Oh, you're so sweet. Bless your heart. Trues and Fnews is a fun little game where I give you 2 false news headlines, one true news headline, and you have to guess which is the true news headline, and which is the Fnews.
Excellent.
All right.
I think I could figure out this game.
All right. Are you ready though? Are you ready though?
Are you even ready though?
Even ready though?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Wing
All right.
it. Wing it. Boom. Hit me.
That is not. It helps if I'm on the right page. I was gonna do an old one you've already guessed.
Yeah, don't do that.
First headline.
Okay.
The dress matches the drapes. Portland designer makes clothes solely from upcycled curtains.
Man, that didn't go where I thought it was. But all right.
Second one. Cheddargate. French chef sues Michelin guide claiming he lost a star for using cheddar.
Okay.
Third one. A disturbing crime. Small town discovers serial vandalizer is actually a deer.
Oh.
You want to recap?
Yes, I do.
The dress matches the drapes. Portland designer makes clothes solely from upcycled curtains.
I really like that one.
Cheddargate.
It really sounded like it was going to be about pubes somehow, and then it just wasn't.
Zig and zag.
Yeah.
Cheddargate. French chef sues Michelin guide claiming he lost a star for using cheddar.
Okay.
And thirdly, a disturbing crime. Small town discovers serial vandalizer is actually a deer.
I
Have
love
you
these.
thoughts?
I have thoughts.
I'm glad you like them. I whipped it together real quick.
I have to tell you, I'm allowing us to go through these a few times, but I know this one. But I want the audience to play along, so I'm not spoiling nothing.
Oh, damn it.
But I do know this one.
Gosh dang it.
But you know why? It's because we use the same sources for news. Or Trues, my mistake.
Yeah.
Trues. We use the same sources for Trues.
But usually they update, like it's updated every day, so there's not that much overlap. It's like,
The thing is, especially with Reddit, like stories can hang around a bit.
yeah.
Like what's at their top
Well,
page?
I will say this is the first time that that's happened because of Reddit. Usually it's like I know about it because I've seen it on Facebook. And maybe it originally came
right.
from Reddit, but it wasn't because I went on
Right.
Not the Onion and saw it. It was
Gotcha.
because like I found it organically because I live on the internet.
Right. So
All right.
because I know this one, I'll say it, which is this is the true story of the man who used the wrong cheese. Although he didn't. He used the right cheese.
Yes.
Well, he says it's a cheese. It's cheese. It's the cheese one.
It's about the cheese.
But
Cheddargate.
I even read the explanation. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So basically, sometimes I read straight from the article, but it's pretty cut and dry, if you will. Pun intended.
Like a good cheddar.
Like a good cheddar. So basically, this chef is suing the Michelin Guide because they docked him a star. They gave him no warning. They just, when they published the new edition, he was knocked down from 3 stars, which is the max, to 2 stars.
Yeah.
It's affected his professional and personal life. lives, because it's multiple. I didn't know how to say
Yes.
that. I got confused.
Yeah.
And
I guess it's both. I guess they're separate.
And essentially, he has tried to contact them to get an explanation for why they docked him a star.
Yeah.
And the only thing he's been able to get out of them is a vague mention that a reviewer thought he used cheddar in something.
Yeah.
And according to him, he didn't use cheddar. He used saffron, which made the dish look a little more orangey.
Yeah.
But he did not use cheddar.
Yeah, he used what is a traditional French whitish cheese, right?
Yes.
But because of, as he claims, he included saffron, that would change the whole balance of the thing.
Yeah. So he is suing them. At first, I was like, well, that's a little silly. But when you think of it, that can affect money in a big way. Like that
translates
affects a
to
lot of stuff.
Real dollars.
Yeah.
The people that won't come because you dropped a star.
Also, I don't know if you remember this part of the article, but he just got his Michelin star status back in 2018 because he had to retire for like 10 years because he had a really bad ski accident.
Oh.
So he wasn't even in the game for like 10 years. He just came back and got his Michelin star status going again.
Like
and then
over
they
the course
did
of a
this.
year, he got his 3 stars and then dropped to 2?
I'm not quite sure.
That timeline seems like
I'm
real
not quite
tight.
sure if he just regained his status in
yeah.
2018.
Right,
But he had been back for a few years or what? But he was out of the game for like 10 years.
right.
So then he, since 2018, has had 3 stars and then was dropped down to 2. So you can understand why this is really upsetting to
Yeah.
him because he worked really hard to get back to that place after not being able to do it.
Yeah,
And then they just take it away
that blows.
with no explanation.
Yeah, I don't like that either. If I was like, like down for like 10 years and I finally
Yeah.
get back and then they're like, yeah, well, wrong cheese, boo.
Yeah. And he doesn't even know really if that's the case. It's just the only thing he's been able to get out of anybody.
Yeah.
He's tried to get them to send their notes or give him any kind of explanation or anything, and they're not giving him that. Michelin did respond and say that they've heard his complaints and they will look into it address it in a calm manner, which leads me to believe that they feel he's been
Yeah.
too angry about it, but also like that's his fucking livelihood and he's emotional about it. That's kind of understandable though.
Chefs tend to be famously hot-headed.
Right.
This is a hugely significant change, one that came without explanation and after a really probably stressful period of his life. There's like at least 4 reasons why they should have treated him better than this.
Yeah. I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
Well, I wish that I didn't waste the dress matches the drapes on an episode that you knew.
That one was so good. I really like that a lot.
Did you like the deer disturbing crime?
That's pretty good too. I was honestly, if I hadn't already heard the second one, I would have been like, okay, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Stuff that gets attributed to people that's just animals. I could see it.
So I think I've mentioned this before, but I know I have a good one when I can start writing the story in my head. So like,
Yeah.
I don't have a whole story flushed out, but I have the basic ideas for what that story would look like.
Yeah. Headline leads to like a somewhat like
Like
intuitive
actually
story.
more information about what would have happened.
What was the deer doing?
It was like cuddling with like the fake deer that you put in your yard and it kept breaking them.
That's really good. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I regret also that I knew that second one.
Oh, well, it happens. Hopefully our listeners didn't know the second one and they got a kick out of it.
Yeah. Well, you probably stumped some of them. Mm-hmm. I would tend to think so.
If I stumped you, I need you to tell me because I have a fragile ego and I did not get the boost that I needed.
I apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Um,
But don't take away my 3rd Michelin star.
I refuse to. It's forever enshrined in our wall of stars.
As you point at the wall.
Yeah, which
that is,
has nothing on it.
has nothing on it.
But they don't know that.
Well, they do now.
Now they do.
All right, I think it's about time for a... Actually, I think it's about time for a break.
Well done. All right. Yes. Let's take a little break.
Break.
And we'll come back with the main segment for the episode.
All right.
Sound good? Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Bye. And we're back.
And we're back. Sorry for my creepy little bye at the end of that.
I don't think that they heard that. I gotta edit that. You know, I want to edit it in right now. I want to put it in a few times because I don't know if it was audible unless you were listening for it.
Well, I think so. I could hear it. I mean, I know it's there, but I think you could hear it.
Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, I think I just overlapped the music over it a little bit, but I'm going to undo that before this episode goes out.
So if you didn't hear it, you can go back and re-listen and hear my little...
It's so cool. It's not even, it's voiceless. It's so creepy.
Yeah. So what happened is I was trying to say bye again and my voice just totally gave out and then it sounds real creepy.
Yeah, it was pretty spoopy.
Basically, you just hear the consonants, but there's no actual sound behind it. Like you hear the sound of the B without actual sound. It's weird.
I gotta make sure I actually edit this so that you can actually hear it. But
all right.
Anyway. So that done. It is the middle segment, the main segment. What are we doing?
You don't even know what segment. Do you know what podcast we're on?
Who is that? Yes, I know what we're doing. Ha ha ha. I'm a real person.
I'm a real person.
It's main segment time. Do you want to introduce this?
Sure.
Because you added it to the list.
Yes.
As we have discussed.
Yes. So when I came home today, I came into the room, their office, and you had this up and you were manic because you're like, so the last time I talked to you about this, you hadn't really started research and you weren't sure if you're going to have enough.
None.
So then I came home from work. I was like, hey, are we doing an episode? Were you able to do it? And you're like, I have a lot. I have too much.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the screen and I was like, oh, shit.
It's like 4,000 tabs open.
Well, I saw the main one that said the name of this.
Yeah.
And you were like, who added this who requested this? And I'm pretty sure that it was actually, I was doing research on something else and the name came up.
Yeah.
And I briefly looked into it to see what they were talking about. And my knowledge of it is he's one of these, as I described it to you earlier, prolific writers. It's just like lots of information and it means very little. But it's like kind of maybe a religion or a philosophy, but not really sure because I was like, this is going on the list, but this is a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was going to do it a couple weeks ago and I was like, this is too much for right now. So I'm glad you did it.
Oh,
and
it's too much, all right.
We should preface it. The topic is Duane the Great Writer, but we should preface that all that to get there.
Yeah.
This is going to be unprecedented for us.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a two-parter consecutively back to back.
This has not happened for me yet on this show because normally when you come across a topic, you could typically find out what you want to remove. And get down to like what the core story is.
We're pretty good at like filling out or condensing down to fit into the general time of the episode.
Yeah.
Because it's usually, like you said, pretty easy to be like, it's not important. No, that needs to be said, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But for this one, as I had figured that I had wrapped it up, I just pulled another thread and it kept going. Like, once I thought I had figured out everything I wanted to say about this, I found another wrinkle. And it's like, this is a whole other story in and of itself. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to leave it out.
So this week is going to be Duane the Great Writer, and next week we will not be recording on Wednesday. It
Right.
will be on Thursday.
Yes.
But it will also be the second part of Duane the Great Writer.
Right.
And then the following Wednesday will be me reporting on the seminar. So that's why we said we had a plan
Right.
for the next several episodes.
We can't stress enough. We never have a plan.
We very rarely have any
we
plan
actually have a
until
plan.
like 2 days before.
So let me start talking about Duane the Great Writer here again. Which, first of all, what a great name.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It's like Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
yeah.
Dwayne the Great Writer. Anything that starts with Dwayne and has 2 words afterwards.
Anything that is name the great something is like, wow, what a self-congratulatory title that is.
Yeah.
You know? Duane the Great Writer does seem to be the main name that he goes by, which is fantastic. This is different than other topics we've covered in that I was very surprised to find very little critical information on this
Yeah.
or commentary from other people.
And as we discussed earlier, you couldn't go to our typical sources. Like, usually there's something on Wikipedia,
Yeah.
but that was not the case with this.
There isn't a Wikipedia entry. There isn't any mention of Duane the Great Writer on Reddit, except to mention him as a recommendation for the Joe Rogan podcast. Really surprised me. Like, normally when we start on these, we can get someone's story about themselves. We can get someone's opinion on that thing. You get like a pro and anti sort of point counterpoint thing. That didn't exist here.
Well, the thing is, we are not unique in being curious. And so, and we never claim to be original when
Sure.
we do this. So basically, the point of this podcast is just to like take stuff that we think other people might also be interested in and give a little synopsis.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go tripping down the rabbit hole to figure it out. And you
Yeah.
can decide if you want to go tripping down the rabbit hole to find out more.
Yeah.
But
it's
we
usually
never assume that like other people haven't done some of the work for us.
It's almost always our guide to what the rest of the world knows about
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, it's like we're the Cliff's Notes version of all the hard work other people put in.
Which is fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, hey, that's fine with me too. But we're
this
not
is different.
usually doing the hard work ourselves.
Well, I mean, you know.
Man,
it's
this
not
is
our
like a new
style.
leaf for us.
It's really
You having to do this detective work, basically. Me going to a live investigation.
Yeah, right.
What is happening to
very
Goose Chase
interesting.
podcasts? Will it ever be the same? Same.
I don't know if it will be after this one, to be honest with you.
We might have broken our podcast.
This one freaked me out in a lot
I
of
know.
ways. It really, like you said, I was manic. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much. There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start.
I also just want to quickly say that I was in the other room trying to come up with my news quiz.
Yeah.
And you just kept laughing randomly. And I'd be like, what?
Well,
you were
it's-
like, there's so much.
The thing is, there's so much information. Some of it is really silly too. I mean, I won't get into it until it's proper time, but some of it is really silly information.
Yeah.
So let's start with this. Duane the Great Writer.info is a website dedicated to spelling out what seems like everything you need to know about Duane and Duane's writings and Duane's foundation and all the things that Duane believes.
Okay.
It's the website for what is known as the New Presentation Foundation, which refer to themselves with the title All Humanitarian Educators. And all humanitarian is one word, and this is going to be a trend of odd spellings and unique spellings for things.
I'm wondering if it came up when I was doing the Castile soap episode, Dr. Bronner's. Because he seems like that's this kind of guy where like it's just like a lot of things. He says a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Could be, actually. Yeah, actually, it could be. I can see the connection.
Oh, wow. A dog appeared. I'm sorry.
see.
He startled me.
So, anyway, digging into what they think and what they're educating everyone on takes a little bit of work. Also, the website itself is hard to interpret. Remember Dr. Jean Ray and the Time Cube website that was just full of things that you really had to work to piece together. It was just like strange text, redefined words, and like concepts that were really for an in audience.
Yeah.
That's a lot like what this feels like.
It's like you feel like you're coming in like everyone else had like a starter's manual.
Yeah, kind of.
And you're coming in like in the middle of it.
It's written in such a way that like you should know this. Right?
Yeah. When I did the episode on David Icke, I tried to watch a YouTube video and there was so much jargon and like assuming you already knew what he was talking about that I had to stop after like 30 seconds and start a different way because it was too much. That is actually why I didn't do this myself a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Because I was like, this is a lot and I don't even know where to start. And there's not that much information just popping up and I don't have time for this right now.
That's the thing is when you start searching for this, you don't get a lot of great leads. Did you notice that? Like from Google, if you start searching for Duane the Great Writer, you get listings for books.
Yeah, you find the material, but not information
the
about it.
website, you don't find any. You can't find anything about him in the news pages.
It's really weird to me that no one else is talking about this.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. I'm the only one talking about this. Here on Goose Chase for the first time, I'm the only one talking about this. No one knows, and I was the one. I said Duane was a great writer, and it was true. And he said, "I like that. I'm taking that." And I said, "All right, that's pretty good.
We like that.
We like this. We like this. This great writer. We like this."
Okay.
You gotta laugh or you'll cry about it.
Well, let's cry about Duane the Great Writer.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
So, so this website was established in 2010, which surprised me, actually.
Okay.
I don't know why I expected it to be around longer. Not sure why. I think it's because the design of the website is really weird. There's like big
it feels
images
really
and
90s.
long running big text that's like too big for the page and it changes sizes all over the place, right? It has the feel of like being like Dr. Jean Ray's Time Cube website. So it's the top of the page is a big splash image. It's got a golden N floating in the clouds, and it introduces the foundation, and it says that we recognize the all-natural, one word, environment that supports all of us. The best way to talk about what this website is just to break it down to its themes, because there's so much repetition and things, the circuitous stuff that comes back around on itself. You know, like the best way to talk about it is what are the common themes of the website. So that's what I try to do here. The number one, the books. After all, we're talking about a great writer, right?
Yeah.
So what did he write? It seems like Duane is the author of the Adventurous series. Adventurous, Turis. Capital I-S even.
So like Adventurous?
Adventurous? Yeah, I guess. There are at least 9 of these books, according to the website. I thought that they were a fictional series of books because they all feature like some person on the cover who is illustrated in like a kind of not that professional looking style, I guess. I guess they look okay. They have like kind of a sci-fi feel to them. They have weird names on them like Rebazar Tars. Rebazar Tars. It's pronounced Rebazar.
Oh God, there's every time you say something new, I'm like, maybe it was this episode.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now I think maybe it was the Shirley MacLaine episode with the lady who was channeling.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh God, it could be so many things that we talk about.
There's crossovers. I think a big part of this will boil down to just Los Angeles. But I'll get to this. Also, one of the concepts that pops up a lot is all-is, which is the all-natural environment. It's the return to a natural, healthy planet, including real food, real water, real air, also all one word. And what makes sense. The return to what makes sense. Bo, go away. Bo, go lay down.
Lay down, Bo.
So they also have 2 MoveOn.org petitions that they reference on this page over and over again. They're active MoveOn.org petitions. I'll come back to them.
Is that similar to change.org? Or?
Yeah, they're like, it's petitions. It's petition stuff, you know.
Okay.
It's more or less what you're thinking. They refer to themselves as worldwide educators. They do this WWEs, worldwide educators, wonderful worldwide educators, WWWEs, brave environmental educators, or BEES. That last S is cheating, or B's.
B.
They have all these weird names for themselves, right?
I think I've already figured out what this is all about.
Okay,
It's just bees.
just bees.
Just bees. It's just bees.
It is not.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got excited. I like bees.
that was a good guess, but there's no actual bees.
Ah, damn it.
They have an emphasis on singing.
Okay.
And it's not just singing in general, it's specifically singing a particular song. It's written out as sing new, it looks like new dash u dash u dash u dash u on the, as they write it.
The
And it's pronounced
N?
NU dash u dash u dash u.
that's
It's pronounced nu you.
okay. So this is reminding me of something else. This is
Okay.
reminding me of something I haven't talked about, which is
Welcome to This Is Your Podcast.
well, this
Memories
is
of podcast.
we haven't
present and
we haven't talked
past.
about it on this podcast.
Okay.
Reminds me of something talked about on another podcast, which was Ono, Ross, and Carrie. They did episodes about a group called Ekankar, and they sing something called
Keep that name in mind.
okay. They
Keep
sing
that
something
name in
called the Hue,
Yes.
where
That-
they
that-
go
that-
Hue.
I will get to this.
All right, now I feel like I'm digging in.
Yes. That is absolutely where this is going.
Okay.
They also have a weird emphasis on surfing. Like a lot of it. Like
I remember seeing like a surfer on one of these books.
it's all over the place. Their website has dudes surfing on everything.
Okay, this doesn't get any more LA. You're right. This is so Southern California. It's sickening.
It's like so specific. If I gave you all this information, you know, you could point it out on a map.
You know what? It's tubular.
Pretty tubular. Pretty rad. Rad. Just try to catch some powder, you know. Oh wait, that's
Snowboarding. But
Anyway.
impressive if you catch powder while you're surfing.
Well, you're just surfing somewhere way too cold. You should go home. So yeah, one of the site's main images is this gigantic space-like sea resort, it looks like, with a surfer dude on it. Except the best part is the surfer is surfing in the sky and there's butterflies everywhere. I love it. It's like really very imaginative illustration. Very imaginative stuff.
I think that's the image I remember seeing.
Also, there's an emphasis on what they call dream visions, or gosh, it's written elsewhere here in my notes, but they call it like the real life or real. I forget exactly what they call it, but the this idea of like the real realm, what's real, you know, which occurs to you in your dream visions, which is literally just like your dreams are reality. And interpreting them or getting to them or seeing through them is like part of accessing what's real.
God, this is so weird. Because it's getting into stuff I know about, but not because of this.
Well, there's overlap. What I tell you, there's overlap here. Let's get back to this Rebazar Tars. This is a person who is depicted on the cover of one of the books. His name comes up in a few places online. Actually, kind of one of the easier to find, also highly unique names, right?
Yeah.
He appears as a dusky-looking man with a blue robe and a yellow sash and a big walking stick. And on the main page of the site, the caption says, Rebazar Tars says, sing the new you now. This is real. All caps is.
You know, methinks doth protesteth too much.
You know,
If you have to announce this is real, it makes it seem like maybe it's not. Most people don't have to say that if
yeah,
it's
you're right.
real.
Normally things kind of stand for themselves at some point, but
Yes.
they really do declare this. But that's also a common theme that I find later is the new you song and their emphasis on it. They see it as a technology, right? They see it as like a tech that is used, that anyone can have access to, that costs nothing. Hold on. So yeah, they see it as essentially a usable tool, and that anyone can have access to it.
I'm now wondering if I heard of this through like Ono Ross and Carrie, like they mention him in relation to other things, and that's
We
why I
have
thought
spent
of it.
so much of this episode talking
I'm
about
sorry.
where you have heard this
I'm
from.
sorry. It's bugging the crap out of me.
Well,
but
let it
let's
go.
ignore it. I'll
Yes,
try.
'cause
I'll try really
there's-
hard.
The thing is, there's overlap with all kinds of things. You could hear about this tangentially through like 4 or 5 different research
That's
topics.
why it's crazy that there's not more specifically about this.
But it's only when you don't know what to look for.
Okay.
In other words, if you approach Google and you're just simply looking for, what's his name?
Duane the Great Writer.
Duane the Great Writer, you'll get directed to what I believe. I'll just skip to this now. I believe that what you are seeing on the first and second and third pages, maybe of those results, is a very well manicured Google presence.
Okay.
Someone is particularly good at managing their rankings, or that name in particular is used only in very specific stuff, unassociated with everything else.
Okay.
Once you pop the hood up, there's a lot of things that are connected to each other that don't seem to be until you know what to start searching
You
for.
get into the meat and potatoes of it.
The more you look, you start to find names, and you search for those names, and you find addresses, and you search those addresses, you find like email addresses and other websites. And
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you,
David's eyes are real crazy right now, guys.
because I pulled the threads. This is why I was so excited to do this one.
Yeah.
The thing is, it might seem easy in
feels-
retrospect.
It feels good, right? It feels good when you like actually get to do the work a little bit and you feel like you find
I
something.
feel like I'm pulling a Pepe Sylvia here, Liz. There is no Carol in HR. I kind of followed as much as I could. Anyway, so I'm going to drop it there. Another thing is that you can apparently donate for these. They have PayPal links all over the place, and other websites associated with this also have PayPal links all over the place. Tend to be about how you can use the new you song to achieve real truth and real freedom. But the overall goal, if I can just like cut to the chase a bit, is it seems like the stated purpose is to wake people up to something, which is not a totally unique promise, right?
Wake up,
It's like-
sheeple.
Right, exactly. The wake up sheeple promise is like fairly common to a lot of different philosophies and practices and religions, and technologies of being, however you look at it, right?
I think we've talked about it many times, but like everyone wants to feel like they're in on something and they know the real truth, or they have the answers to why we're supposed to be here or what their purpose is in life. And like everyone's kind of, maybe not everyone, some people just aren't curious, but a lot of people are searching for answers.
Yeah.
And things like this are what some people find.
Also reminded me of the no true Scotsman fallacy. Do you remember that one?
Yes, but describe it.
It's like a logical fallacy in rhetoric where like
No
you
true
basically-
Scotsman would do.
Yeah, you redefine the terms of the thing to make your argument work. So the classic example was no Scotsman puts sugar on his porridge. And then someone would say, well, my grandfather is a Scotsman and he puts sugar on his porridge. So naturally, the person unable to accept this as no true Scotsman would put sugar on his porridge, which is, it's just redefining the terms of things ad hoc to suit your purposes.
Yeah.
And it strikes me that whenever we hear things about like what the real reality is, what's really going on, it's for a purpose. People are redefining what seems to be the obvious truth for a purpose. And if you are hip to that, you'll see why. You'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that literally is the no true Scotsman
Sort of.
fallacy. And I could be like, well, that's not my reality. And they'll be like, well, the real reality.
And it's irrefutable on some level because
Yeah. There's no argument
them.
against it.
Anyway, let's move forward. I want to talk about a name that pops up on this website quite a bit as a contact person or point of email, and that is someone named Duane Hepner.
Okay.
Duane Hepner
Is he a great writer?
he is the great writer.
Nice.
He is the Duane of Duane the Great Writer.
All right.
His name pops up as like a Gmail address or whatever to email or contact, whatever. So when I found this was when I was like, oh, great, finally a name I can tie to this whole thing, right? So I started searching for the name Duane Hepner. I searched for Google search results. I searched for news results. And I went reasonably far in. And I also found an address, which was also, was it publicly available or was it part of, I think I found it because you can run what is known as a who is search on a website. Mm-hmm. So you can
see who published it.
Yeah, you can see with the ICANN registration or whatever it is for when you get a domain, you can see the where they registered it, the person that registered it, and the address they gave.
Unless they take precautions to not make that available. Which,
you can pay extra to have that made private. He did not on this. So I was able to find his address listed in Huntington Beach, California.
Okay.
Again, this is public information. But I was able to track it down, and I thought that might lead me to more, like to a lot more, right? Because now it's like, oh, we have a town and we have a name, and maybe I can figure out like, oh, maybe I can find some speaking engagements or like some things that this person has done in town that would lead me to like more public information. Mm-hmm. A black box, a dead end of information. I really was surprised because, well, I'll get into later why I was so surprised, but they have a bigger footprint than I thought.
Okay.
The name, if I search Duane Hepner in quotes and then Huntington Beach, I got 582 pages on Google.
Okay.
That's like nothing on Google.
Okay.
Right? A lot of those are web pages that are like mylife.com, which are like
the search.
They're extortion pages is what they are. Because what they do is they say, oh, you search yourself and they go, oh, this person has records that you can pay to look up, or you can buy this page and claim it and lock it down.
Oh,
so they want you to go there to shut down the page on yourself. It's extortion.
Is that like one of the things that's like they make it seem like it's a social media thing and they grab info from your other public social media pages and they make like quotes that you said, but it's not like they rearrange information?
You know what? I didn't see quotes, but I did see sort of like, here is towns they have lived. Here is possible records.
Okay.
Here is where they might have gone to school.
I've definitely seen those pages too.
Yeah.
But I've also seen ones that look like a social media page.
I think it's like My Web Life or something like that. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, they like try to make it seem like it's you and it says potentially false things. And if you want it to not, you have to pay to get into it.
The entire purpose of those is to extort you.
Yes.
So there are some of those pages for him. There are, basically a lot of low quality pages, but very, very little outside of these. I was very surprised. I did find some things. One mention in latimes.com in June 19th of 2000. It was a sort of a workshop listed that said Duane Hepner offers, quote, the secret knowledge of your dreams, end quote, workshop from 7 to 9 p.m. At The Latest Thing, 270 East 17th Street, Costa Mesa, right? So this is wherever the workshop was hosted for $5, right?
$5.
$5.
That was probably before he became the great writer.
That's like a whole half month of new you trainings.
Yeah, he was just a good writer then.
It takes a while to become a great writer.
It does, and lots of practice.
I also found something else which concerned me. It was a ripoffreport.com complaint, which of course that is a website you go to complain about something you're already mad about.
Yeah.
So it's worth taking like with a grain of salt, like sometimes what people say, because you don't arrive at a site where you report being ripped off without being like kind of highly motivated.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not like a neutral space where people also say positive things.
No,
you're going to just get negative things.
Yeah, that's like the shit on my business.biz or whatever. It's like you're not going to get happy people to show up. Anyway, this is someone's. They went by the initial S and they levied what I think is a pretty serious complaint. I don't know how seriously to take this, but I'm going to read this in their words because someone felt strongly enough to write this.
Okay.
So, I'm not making any claims to the veracity of it, but this is what someone had to say. What I didn't expect and was shocked to learn was that he was lying to me. Not just lying about one or two things, but everything. He secretly aimed to control and manipulate me to get what he wanted. The level of outright trickery he uses is strange, shocking, and extreme. Duane literally makes up stories about people, spirituality, and life that are totally false and pretends it's all truth. His whole focus has a very dark and negative feeling that does nothing but put other people down. Whenever you watch anything, when you're done, you feel only dark emotions. He teaches to always put other people down and put himself above them under his foot. He secretly uses techniques that disempower his members and make them easier to control. I can think of a million examples, but here is one. He puts a big emphasis on dreams. There is a secret reason for this. Even an amateur astral projector can do it and control other people's dream images to conform to their agendas, and that is why pseudo-spiritual teachers put the greatest emphasis on dream work. And he does. He does things that are far worse than this. Duane calls other people predators, but he is the real predator. I've interacted with a lot of different groups, and his is the most dark and negative and the biggest ripoff I have ever encountered in 40 years. I don't know what to make of that. It's not that specific. There's a lot of very vague stuff there. So I don't know exactly how seriously to take it. But someone wrote it about someone that has very, very little information available about them, so I thought it was relevant.
It smacks of someone who's still in, not specifically this group, but they're in these kinds of groups.
Yeah.
The like astral projection comment and like saying certain things as though they are true and accepted. And
it reads like someone who's like from these circles.
Yes.
For sure.
Very new age.
I don't know. The thing about dreams is very interesting. I do think there's something about people's dreams that, I don't know, they're very like personal and they're like this intimate thing that you share. And then for someone to like arrive at any kind of knowledge of you through them, even if it's just a cold read, has to feel very intimate if you're receptive to it. Mm-hmm. Right?
What exactly does he say about dreams? Did you come across any of that?
I got some vague details, but nothing concrete. I chose to sort of not go too far into that because there's so much here.
Yeah, I'm just curious because, like I said, I already see a connection to Eckankar, and they also put a lot of emphasis on dreams.
Dreams are seen, I think, as like what is real. They're like when you're dreaming, you're like looking through to something that is realer than your real life.
Yeah, like everything in your dreams is real or there's truth to it.
Yeah.
Specifically in Eckankar, the leader, essentially, a different name for it, of Eckankar, appears to you in your dreams and can like answer your questions and give you the truth and things like that. Yeah. So that's why I was curious if he's making claims like that he can do that, or if he's just like interpreting people's dreams or what.
I believe the thing is it's hard. You can't really find that much about what he is telling people directly
without just reading all of his books.
Yeah, the thing is there's like there are 9 of them. Some of them are like 300 or 400 pages. Like,
and I'm sure they're very difficult.
I did a little bit of like the Amazon look inside just to get a sense of like what's the writing style, like what am I going to get into here, and it is hard to read. I will tell you, for a great writer, a dude does not know his way from the beginning to an end of a sentence. Now that's not very nice of me to say, but it's how I feel right now. It's purposeful.
That's the thing. It's purposeful.
It's a very meandering way of speaking that probably I think works really well in conversation.
Yeah.
But when you're writing, there's a need for structure and like everything you say to have a point towards something. You're building something that is much more structurally important than just off the cuff speech.
Well, it's like we say about this show, like there's an angle. There's an angle that we follow to make things make sense. Like there's a way in to form a narrative. So it's interesting for people to listen to, and you can make sense of it yourself and parse things, and other people can understand it.
Yes.
And that's what you have to do when you write in general, is like figure out what you want to say
Yeah.
and find the right way to lead up to the most important bits so it's understandable. And if your like thoughts are scattered and you're just like speaking about 5 things at once, that's insufferable. That's like difficult.
Also, like, not to be like, like super stupid about it or anything, but like there's like, a lot of misspellings and stuff like that. It's just like not great writing in that sense. I shouldn't feel bad about saying that. It's not great writing.
No, he calls himself Duane the Great Writer. It is fair to make an observation about whether or not objectively the writing is even good, let alone great.
But like I like to try to go out of my way to be fair.
To be fair.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's not particularly.
As we get sued by Letterkenny.
I will say it leaves a lot to be desired in the writing department.
All right.
How's that? So anyway, I found one other thing about Duane Hebner that was actually really interesting. It was his appearance on an episode of the Fireside Chat series on bbsradio.com. I really wanted to look more into what BBS Radio is. But what I was able to determine is it's a radio program, very likely online radio. And this Fireside Chat series may not all be sort of a mystical type stuff, but this particular host is someone who knows. He calls himself the Zany Mystic. His name is Lance White, and he does a series of interviews on bbsradio.com, and one of those was with Duane Hebner, which surprised me because I was starting to think he wasn't even a real human being.
Yeah,
because you can't find pictures of him, and that's really weird. Like, this guy gives seminars. Later, as you will find out, he's organized events, fundraisers. Now, I'm skeptical of all of these, but they are claimed to exist, and there exists like some evidence that some of those events actually happened, and there's other people who appear in videos and stuff as surrogates for him. So that's all real, but you don't see him. And so this audio recording of him doing an interview was kind of a breakthrough for me, because I was like, okay, I could tie this down to a person.
Yeah.
So anyway, he speaks with the Zany Mystic, right?
So I very quickly searched BBS Radio.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's the kind of thing that...
Is it all like coast to coast? Like, what is it?
No, it seems like... It is internet radio, so to speak. But basically, it seems like it's possible. It's just like a bunch of different podcasts or radio shows.
Like anyone can get on it.
Yes. There's a tab on the main page that says Become a Host.
Well, there you go.
And when you go to that tab, it says,
I saw that too.
Host your own talk show, professional talk shows done right. And there's an 888 number or a 323 number you can call. It says, we are reliable, well-established, extremely knowledgeable, and we have the sophistication. Our service, our website, and our software are legendary.
It's not free. You got to pay for this.
No.
I'm totally seeing the gears are turning now.
It's for people who want a podcast but don't know how to do it.
Right.
Or want a radio show but don't know where to start.
Yeah.
You pay them probably something kind of pricey.
Yeah.
And
but what you get is a human being you can call on the phone that will help you through everything you need to know to do it.
Yes. And I'm sure they give you some resources and you start whatever you want to start. Sure. Whatever kind of show.
Makes sense.
So that makes sense that there's the Zany Mystic, but I'm sure there's all kinds of different shows that use this service, I guess.
Right. Yes. Did you see their logo? It's like a
It's like a weird baby
it's like
face.
a purple baby with headphones.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a detail. It's not, Anyway.
Yeah, it is. It's like a purple baby with a weird open mouth and large headphones.
He's a very adorable baby grape.
Yeah, he looks like a little baby grape. Weird.
Anyway, the Zany Mystic is one of these hosts, and we actually have an hour's worth of interview with Duane Hebner, which I listened to 40 some odd minutes of.
Does having listened to him, the way he talks, does it sound like the way he writes? Like, does that track?
Oddly, he sounds much more put together in speech. They should call him the Great Talker. but they don't.
They don't.
He honestly, he does sound, he even though he's talking about things that your head would just pop. I mean, including reptilians, by the way, which is like core and fundamental to all of this, I found out. And they talked about David Icke more than once, which is very interesting to me.
It's all connected.
And chemtrails.
We might have to end this show. This might be the end of this show.
We did it, everyone.
Everything's connected.
We found the heart of the heart of Wu, and we destroyed it.
This is it. This is what the whole thing was coming up.
The
was
hole in
leading up
Smaug's
to.
armor that we stabbed, and now the show is over. We've defeated the great evil.
Oh, geez.
No, it's. I'm telling you, like, it's underneath this umbrella goes everything.
Yeah, it feels bizarre that it's connected to like everything. So many of these things are like, and so many of these types of people have like, they believe everything. They believe so many things.
You know what it is? I feel like it's like when you're in a beach town and there's a long pier and there's like 8 t-shirt shops, but like they know that you're going to walk out of one t-shirt shop and into the next t-shirt shop. So they just hope that it's your t-shirt shop that they're in when you decide to make a purchase.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me, is there's all these umbrella wacko things and they're just catching someone leaving one group and looking for another one. And so it doesn't really matter what you believe if you can just catch everybody.
So I don't want to make a judgment prematurely on this particular thing or group or guy.
Yeah, well, you can tell I have an opinion,
but a lot of these groups are predatory, and that's why you're exiting their t-shirt shop.
right.
But just because you exit one t-shirt shop of this ilk doesn't mean you don't believe in what they're selling.
Right. Exactly.
So then you go to the next one. That's very similar.
That's what I'm saying. It's about, if you have as big a door as possible and as wide a tent as possible, you catch all the fish that escaped one net to land in another one.
When we did the Teal Swan episode, there was that person who
oh yeah, she like got out?
Had been involved and she left. And one thing I found interesting was she still seemed to have very similar beliefs. Even though it had been years, she was still interested in similar groups.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happens with all of these groups. Scientology is another one. Some people get out and they still believe in the technology.
Yeah.
They just believe that someone was abusing power and using it the wrong way.
Yes.
It's like you get out a little bit, but it's hard to admit that everything you believe is wrong. It's easier to admit that someone took advantage of you, which is absolutely true in a lot of cases, but it's hard to like completely distance yourself from that. And that's why there are so many groups that believe so many of the same things.
Well, especially in the same area. There's a reason that like Los Angeles attracts and circulates a lot of the same kind of things, right? It's, I don't know. You could talk about that for a while, but I want to move on for a second here.
All right.
Because, oh boy, where was I? So in the course of all that interview, I learned a number of things. Some of them were big, some of them were small. I learned that, and this is an interview from 2000. Oh God, I wrote it down, didn't I?
I thought you said 2000, but I might be misremembering
No,
that.
you know what? I'm not sure I actually wrote it down. That's annoying. I think it was in like 2012. No, it was about 2012. Anyway, I learned that he describes himself as a general contractor, which checked out with another address I found. I looked up and cross-referenced the address and found information for, contracting. It was oh gosh, it wasn't roofing. I forget specifically. Doesn't matter. He's a general contractor. He is a surfer. Oh wow, surprise!
Surprise!
He was in his 60s at the time of that interview. And I learned that he holds the Matrix in very high regard. As a real thing, I think.
Okay.
I learned that he was on this to be interviewed about what he calls the all-solar research vessel, which is his main primary dream.
Word?
I wrote it down as 2, but it's probably 1.
It
All
seems
as a
like
prefix,
anytime they use all, it's blended with the next word.
It was meant to be stationed at the Huntington Beach Pier once it was built. This is one of the things that their petitions were about, was to get this thing built. And the idea was that it would harvest natural energy, clean the air, and entertain everybody.
That's a big...
It's weird for a research vessel to also be a party vessel.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that dude was air surfing above, I think, is the big old floaty vessel.
Okay.
Because I was like, this looks like a ship, kind of, but it's got like beach chairs around the outside of it. So it's like a party zone and also research zone.
Come sit around the party log.
Yeah. The party log?
Yes.
All right. I don't know what that is. That's all right.
Party tube?
The party tube?
Yeah.
What is the party tube?
It's what I'm naming it.
Okay. Oh, you mean the vessel?
The vessel. I'm calling it party tube.
Party tube? I was like,
Hashtag party tube.
I was like, is there just a tube, a log on the thing? Doesn't matter. Anyway. The only in that I was able to find when trying to figure out where all these ideas came from, because I was curious, like, is this all stuff he invented or not? And as you know, it is not all his formulation. Mm-hmm. I found this out by following the name Rebazar Tars, a very specific name, mm-hmm. And one that naturally you would be curious about. It led me to an actual Wikipedia entry.
Wow.
Yes, for something I had never heard of, but which you have, which is Ekankar.
It sounded like an Ekankar name.
Let me give you a little bit of information on Ekankar. It was a religion founded by a man named Paul Twitchell in 1965. He also died in 1971, so like literally 6 years after that. People dispute his age, but he was almost definitely 68 when he died. His name also appears in the title and contents of some of Duane's books. Duane actually refers to him directly. And I'm not sure if I just said, but in the title of at least one book, which is very interesting to me. I mean, he calls him Paul, but it's that Paul.
Okay.
The church is headquartered still. It is still around. Apparently, they have members in 100 countries, but you know,
yeah.
So
you
does
could fudge the numbers on that.
Scientology, so whatever.
Yeah.
They're in Chanhassen, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Chanhassen.
I don't know how to say the town name, but I knew they were in Minnesota.
I was going to say
Minnesota.
I was going to say they also sing, but you know this. You want to know what they sing? Yep. I wrote that. It is funny as hell to me that someone was like, no, the song is super important. It's new. And then someone else is like, the song is very important, but it's who. And then just religious violence and, years of crusades. I don't know.
So you're given like a taste of Ekankar.
Yeah.
If anyone is interested in learning a lot more.
Listen to a different podcast, not by us.
And maybe we'll do an episode specifically on it, but Ono, Ross, and Carrie covers it in great detail. They went to like a conference thing and they talk about Paul Twitchell and a lot of different people who were involved. So if you're very curious about that, go there, I guess, for now.
Something you might want to know. Mm-hmm. The church was first founded in Las Vegas. It moved in 1975 to Menlo Park, California. And then in 1986, moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Like you do.
So anyway, it's just worth noting that they were in like California for like 11 years. It would not be too big a stretch to me to find that is where the connection came between Duane the Great Writer and Ekankar. And
you can definitely still go to some events of theirs in California. It's just like their main events and headquarters are usually in Minnesota.
That's the thing is some of these things just don't die, even if they leave town and even if they they break off. Which I think part of why Duane the Great Writer and his works are able to continue like this. There is this is something you might want to know, and it may not surprise you. From 1956 to 1959, Paul Twitchell was a member of the Church of Scientology. Very interesting. And incredibly, not only was he part of the staff and had a whole bunch of responsibilities, including writing for their publications, he was one of the first people declared clear.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he dabbled in Scientology. I did not know he was clear.
This is according to the entry on him on Wikipedia. It is cited. I can't necessarily validate that citation, but it is a cited claim.
So anyone who is not super familiar with Scientology, basically going clear is a process of their courses that they teach. Their technologies, if you will, to basically make you the best person possible. And they have a lot of interesting beliefs about why people have the problems they have.
Yes.
But essentially, they say if you use their methods and pay good money for their courses, you can rid yourself of the things causing you all of your problems. And if you do that and spend a bunch of money and do it the right way, you can go clear, which, according to them, would not only solve these problems for you, but would get rid of everything holding you back, which would allow you to have special powers.
Yeah, the unfortunate reality is that it is a rat's nest of blackmail and abuse that destroys families and ruins lives. But
yes, but you could not have to wear glasses anymore.
That is the perfect counterpoint. Thank you.
Also, there's a lot of people who have supposedly gone clear and they still wear glasses. Yep. So there's that.
Anyways, moving on, because there's that's mostly what I found. He was the first to write the name of an ancient Ek master named Rebazar Tars. There is no proof that that is an actual person or a stand-in for an actual person or anyone's actual name ever. Not at all. So moving on a little bit, and I'm approaching near the end of this because, well, I'll tell you in a minute. I found it interesting that so many of Duane's books list Paul as the co-author.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know that if you searched for Duane the Great Writer.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing, the Google searches are so interesting. If you search for Duane the Great Writer, you get Duane wrote all these things. But if you search differently, or you search for Paul in particular, or if you search just for I keep forgetting his stupid name, Rebazar Tars. If you search for those things, you'll arrive at book listings also on Amazon.com or places like that, which list all three of them as the author. So Paul and Duane and Rebazar are all the author. And you don't know that unless you know what to search for, which is, again, just to highlight how odd it is that it's it just seems like it's very carefully managed so that if you only know this name, that's the Wizard of Oz.
I kind of want to publish a blog post now about this once you're done.
You got to get a blog.
Well, we can do this on our website.
Yeah, we can write text posts on there.
But so other people who are curious have an easy way in.
Well,
I guess they could find this episode.
The likelihood of us, actually arriving in the search results for this is probably actually low, but who knows?
I don't know. I can find a way to boost it.
So here's the thing. I suspect that is the reason that the name Duane the Great Writer actually exists. I think it's a conscious rebrand.
Makes sense.
It establishes a new online presence that does trace back to some other things, but
you really got to dig for it.
Yeah, right. And it doesn't, I don't know, maybe it's not. I mean, because the thing is, it links back very clearly to like other websites owned by them. But here's the interesting thing. It's like on the Duane the Great Writer website, there's links to all kinds of other sites, right? But a lot of those don't exist. Or
they're old and or it's like a defunct.
Parked, yeah, it's either defunct or a parked domain or just up for sale and you never know what happened, So a lot of those, like basically nothing linking from that page actually works. But again, when you know what to look for, you can find other pages associated with people associated with
those things they were linking to.
So this is
So it would be like an old website for Eckankar, but then if you just search for a word that was in that website.
yeah, not so much Eckankar. It is.
I know. I mean, just as an example.
As an example, yes, exactly. If you find interesting things to like cross-reference or like search off of, you can find other things that are all related. I will give you an example, and I want to say first, I have a creepy feeling about this. Like, it's just weird. It's like it's almost like walking through an internet graveyard or something. Like, how is this the only stuff here? But anyway, so for example, there was this odd thing that they had established called the Porpoisee Club. Porpoises? Porpoisee?
Like porpoise, like the animal.
Yes, like porpoises. The Porpoisee Club. Which was like something like a porpoise with a purpose or some. It didn't seem to mean anything except.
Excuse me, the plural is porpi.
Clearly,
it's not. I don't know that.
But like this was like their like club to get kids excited about like environmentalism.
Weird.
The thing is that's not off-brand to me. That's not off-brand to me.
No, it's not. It's just porpoises specifically and the weird name for the club. And it's just weird.
Well, you remember I referred to them as the Worldwide Educators or the whatever.
The bees.
Yeah, the WWEs or the WWEs or
WWEs.
Yes. Well, yes. So then here's the thing. There's also the WWEs. And they are not mentioned on the main site that I saw. I didn't recognize it.
All right, what's the WWEs?
I forget exactly what it stands for. It's clearly like Worldwide Educators something, right? Anyway, if you back follow the Porpoisee Club and you start searching for that, on Google Images, you can find a poster for a charity event from September 8th, 2018.
Oh, wow.
Which was a link to another site that I wouldn't have found any other way except through Google Images, cross-referencing
That's
the
so
Porpoise
weird
Club.
that these links are like broken, but then it's still referencing something that's current.
Because it's not how anything else on the internet works. The internet's smart and it knows what things are related to each other, and you will find them in related searches. But this is distinct and separate, and I had to follow a Google image link to get to it, and it took me to the wwee.club website.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that makes it difficult. They don't use like .com. They use like .info, .club.
Yeah, yes. It's odd. And then that's also why like I was typing URLs like why can't I get here? I was just here. Oh, that's right. It's a .info. Like it's all like things are weirdly dissociated.
That feels intentional.
I wonder why it is, but I don't know. Like I don't want to cast aspersions about it, but it's odd, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think that rebranding thing is a good place to start with that.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's to me, it seems like very intentionally presenting different faces of a thing.
Yeah.
So on the wwee.club site, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things all about how we are going to save the planet and educate each other and join a workshop or like come to an event or whatever. And then also here's things by other WWEE.club members like this guy named John Ellis, who is the creator of a deuterium depleted water filtration machine. Which is the video is great. It's the video is so good because it starts with explaining who is John Ellis. Did you know that in 1957 he had the longest discus throw in the world?
Well, clearly that's related.
Right. I loved that so much because I'm like, cool, but like kind of off topic.
Tell me about this water.
He also engineered top secret switches that keep our planes safe even today.
Top secret. We're discussing it in this video.
We can't even tell you what they are, but they're switches, and they're keeping your plane safe.
Keeping you safe.
All
right.
It's amazing. There's so much stuff on there. This is just one of the things that's like fascinating.
It's not the Kangen water machine, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It removes deuterium from your water. What is deuterium?
Deuterium
I don't know.
in my water?
There might be. There might not be. I stopped at the claim. I had seen enough when I heard about his discus throw and his switch making. But there are. So here's the other thing on this website. There are photos of what seemed like big events. So this is where my mind went like really open on this. And I was just like, okay, this is where I had more questions than answers.
I know what deuterium is, by the way.
Why don't you tell me before I make this
Sorry.
next step?
I thought I'd heard it, so I wanted to look it up. Water in which the hydrogen in the molecules is partly or wholly replaced by the isotope deuterium, used especially as a moderator in nuclear reactors.
Wait a minute. So why would my water... Wait, hold on. It's an isotope?
Yeah, so it's an isotope of hydrogen.
Of hydrogen. Okay.
It's commonly referred to as heavy water.
Okay.
That's how I got here, is by looking up heavy water, and it tells you about deuterium.
Okay. I don't know enough about that to know if that's even possibly a thing that is happening with my groundwater or my tap water. I'm not sure.
People say, is it dangerous to drink heavy water? If you drink heavy water, you don't need to worry about radiation poisoning. It's not completely safe to drink because the reactions in your cells are affected by the difference in the mass of the hydrogen atoms and how well they form hydrogen bonds.
Right.
According to that source from ThoughtCo.
Okay.
But that's what he's aiming at, is it's in your water and it's bad and radioactive.
You know, like, that's why I dropped this whole thing, because it's like I only have enough effort to follow
Research
out one thing
topic
at a time. Like, it's just like, get behind me, Satan, one thing at a time.
Yeah, sorry. I knew that I'd heard the term before, and
Probably
I
in
get
association
obsessed.
with the Kangen water machine. I would not be surprised if you heard it in there.
No, I heard it in association with lots of chemistry classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
on the WWEE.club website, there are pictures of and videos of, again, they seem like big events, like concerts and stuff, like a stage full of people, like 20 people playing music and like kids singing and like what seems to be like fundraiser type stuff. And I guess you can't really totally verify that they were events for them or whatever, but it just seems like there's a lot of people physically involved
like
for this to not have a presence.
Right. For a thing that appears so big, you feel like you would be able to hear about it easier.
Yeah, it's just...
Find it easier.
It's really odd to me. So I guess just like the big question for me is still why it's so hard to track him down until you know what to look for. And as I was thinking about this, and as I was looking for like more venues for content from Duane, right? Mm-hmm. The WWEE site mentioned a name as a point of contact that led me in a different direction.
Okay.
Like I said, just pulling threads. Mm-hmm. So WWEE had contact information on it too. They mentioned someone who was not mentioned anywhere else. It was a person named Valdis Vitolis.
Okay.
A search on that brings up a whole bunch of more websites connected to Duane that I hadn't already found then.
Oh, wow.
So it's another whole microverse of websites. The WWEE site also featured a number of videos that listed like environmental videos, right? Embedded in the page. Mm-hmm. So I went to see what channel that was. And I followed it to YouTube, where I found a channel for someone named Kelsey Lynn Brown. This is all going to be what I cover in a future episode. But let me tease it right now. There is so much content. Tons of it. Hundreds of videos. Spanning like, I think 4 years. 4 years worth of videos. Some of them look professionally produced. Like, you know those commercials where someone's hand drawing something and the text is coming up and, it all looks like it's being done in fast motion on like a whiteboard? Mm-hmm. Those cost money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can get those professionally done. They're not easy to do like that. Mm-hmm. There's a number of those. They're not cheap. So there's lots of content, some of it professionally made. This woman, Kelsey Lynn Brown, seems to be a big part of the online presence associated with all Duane the Great Writer stuff.
Is there a name that you found, aside from Duane the Great Writer? Is there a name for the group, for their practice, for their study?
Yeah, I told you about this. This is at the very beginning, the very top of their website. Was the New Presentation Foundation.
Okay.
So they have a name, but you can't. There's not a website for the New Presentation Foundation. It just takes you back to Duane the Great Writer.
Okay.
That's what made this really interesting is like, why on the official website for the Worldwide Educators are all these videos made by just seemingly some person named Kelsey Lynn Brown? But then when you look into it, she's talking about a lot of the exact same things that Duane is. And her videos have titles that are related. And very interestingly, after all of this looking for people and names and stuff, there is also someone that appears in a bunch of her videos by the name Dean Val, who I believe is also Valdez Vitolis. I followed...
Sounds like an AIM username from the early aughts.
So I want to tease this now just to say that there was so much content that I knew I needed to dig into in order to be able to talk about this. And that's what I'll be talking about next time is... There are hundreds of videos of Valdez Vitolis, who, as far as I can tell, is like a dude in his 60s who claims to have been to Mars, maybe. That's fun.
Okay.
And Kelsey Ann Brown, who seems like someone about our age, maybe. A little bit older, maybe like 38. And she seems to stand in as a sort of like a speaker for Duane in some ways, even unofficially.
How do they talk?
How do they talk?
Do they talk like Duane writes?
You know what? That seems like a question to answer next time.
Okay.
They are unique. They're very interesting, but I have only gathered a little bit of sample information.
You haven't even gotten to jump into these yet.
So I have some initial impressions, but I don't want to jump too far ahead. So next time on Goose Chase, a deep dive into the hundreds of videos associated with Kelsey Ann Brown and
Valdez Vitolis?
Dean Val.
Val.
Valdez Vitolis, yeah. A little bit about what I can find about what their relation is to the organization and reptilians. And what their message is, which I think is important. And reptilians.
Mostly reptilians.
It's really, really interesting. The thing is, when you read through the topics of a lot of the videos, they cover like everything. I mean, like it's super, super comprehensive. And if there's anything that ties all of this stuff together, it's prolific creation of writing, of video content, of the replication of thought.
That's also super common among groups like this.
Yeah.
Like they are so prolific, all of them, because you want to get your info out. You want to get people in. So I'm not surprised by that, but I am looking forward to hearing you talk about this more after you get to dive into some of that prolific content.
Part 2. So yeah, if part 1 is Duane the Great Writer, then part 2 is Kelsey Ann Brown and Valdez
Vitolis or Dean Val.
Why can I not remember that
I don't know.
name?
You're having a real hard time with it.
But anyway, yeah, next time on Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
Next time we'll talk about that, and I am certain that I will have a lot to say because there's so much content to follow.
All right.
So anyway, anything else for me before we wrap this episode up?
No.
No?
That was a big one as promised.
Yeah, that's what she said. Up top.
Nope.
All right. We will see you next week with another episode of Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
Thank you for listening. We will see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.